Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 13th of September and we are going to cover all the important questions for the day along with many additional facts at the end. So pay your attention till the end. And to get PDF of all these videos, you can join us on Telegram by writing the channel's name Students Point. You can also follow us on Instagram by writing the username The Students Point. And if you are finding these videos useful, don't forget to like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also, don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive the notification of all the important videos and never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. Now we will see a question and everyone has to try to answer this question in the comment section. The question is, in which city is the country's first integrated air ambulance service launched? These are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer. Let's begin now the first question. Climate Smart Cities Assessment Framework 2.0 has been launched by? So it has been launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Sometimes I will recommend that you must read the options as well. Why it is important to sometimes read the options as well? Because after reading the options, your mind might confuse. So your mind will train in such situation as in examinations. After all, you have to read the options and then only you can mark the correct answer. So sometimes you might confuse after reading the options. For instance, here you might confuse that it might have been launched by Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, but it has been launched by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. So here B is the right answer. And Union Minister for Housing and Urban Affairs has launched it along with Streets for People's Challenge. What is it? We will see later. But here we will see the objective of this Climate Smart Cities Assessment Framework 2.0. It aims to provide a clear roadmap for cities towards combating climate change while planning and implementing their actions, including investments. The framework has 28 indicators across 5 categories. These are energy and buildings, urban planning, green cover and biodiversity, mobility and air quality, water management and waste management. And the Climate Center for Cities under National Institute of Urban Affairs is supporting Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs in implementation of this initiative. Now we will see what is a Streets for People's Challenge. See, it is the response to the need for making cities more walkable and pedestrian friendly. And Fit India Mission along with India Program of Institute for Transport Development and Policy has partnered with Smart City Mission to support this Street for People's Challenge. Next question now. International Day for South-South Cooperation is being observed on? So it is being observed on 12th of September. So here B is the right answer. The aim of this day is to highlight the importance of South-South cooperation. The date commemorates the adoption in 1978 of the Buenos Aires Plan of Action for promoting and implementing technical cooperation among developing countries by 138 member states. Next question now. But before that, one important thing. Those who are new to the channel and are planning to appear for examination in the year of 2021, you must at least start revising the current affairs from last June. If you have started from this month of September, you must cover the previous month's current affairs, that is from June, July and then from August. So you have to complete the current affairs of last 3 months. I have created separate playlist for each month. If you will keep the target of watching 6 to 8 videos every day, it will hardly take around 15 days to complete the current affairs of last 3 months, that is from June to August. And it will hardly take 6 hours to complete, 6 to 7 hours to complete 1 month's current affairs. So separate playlist has been created. You can go and complete the entire previous month's current affairs. Next question now. Which state government has launched WhatsApp chatbot Aapka Mitra to resolve any admission related queries of the students? So it has been launched by Haryana government. So here A is the right answer. And Haryana government has launched an online registration portal for admissions in undergraduate programs in government aided and self-financed colleges for this year. Also, government has launched WhatsApp chatbot Aapka Mitra. It will help to resolve any admission related queries. Students can send their message on WhatsApp. This number is 7419 4444 and 49 to get any information regarding admissions and scholarships. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Living Planet Report 2020. Let's see the options. The WWF report has found decline of 68% in the global wildlife population between 1970 and 2016. So within this matter of 46 years, 68% of global wildlife population has declined. This statement is correct. And the largest wildlife population loss has been in Latin America at an alarming rate of 94%. This statement is also correct. So this fact is very important, that the largest decline as per the Living Planet report of 2020 has been noticed in Latin America. So here both of the statements are correct. C is the right answer. While the highest biodiversity loss due to land use change globally has been found in Europe and Central Asia, that is at 57.9%, then followed by North America at 52.5%, and then followed by Latin America and Caribbean islands at 51.2%, and Africa at 45.9%, and then Asia at 43%. Now remember this classification, that here the biodiversity loss due to land use change, and the largest wildlife population loss has been in Latin America at an alarming rate of 94%, and 75% of Earth's ice-free land surface has already been significantly altered, and most of the oceans are polluted. More than 85% of area of wetlands have been lost during this period. And one of the most threatened biodiversity globally has been freshwater biodiversity. Now this fact is very important. They may ask you in examination that which of the following biodiversity is most threatened as per the recently released Living Planet Report 2020. There might be several options, out of which you have to select freshwater biodiversity. It has been the most threatened biodiversity, and it is most threatened even faster than oceans and forests. And India, which is a mega biodiversity country with over 45,000 of a species of plants in only 2.4% of world's land area, has already lost 6 plant species to extinction, according to IUCN Red List. Next question now. Who is the chairman of committee to assist in the assessment of relief to bank borrowers? So it has been led by Rajiv Maharshi. So here D is the right answer. Union government has recently constituted a 3-member expert committee to assist in assessment of relief to bank borrowers. The committee is chaired by Rajiv Maharshi. It will analyze the impact on the national economy and financial stability of waiving of interest and COVID-19 related moratorium. Other members of this committee include Ravindra H. Dholakia, who was former professor of IIM Ahmedabad and the ex-member of Monetary Policy Committee of RBI. The third member is Sri B. Sriram. Sri B. Sriram was former managing director of SBI and IDBI Bank. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Sarod Ports or Society for Affordable Redressal of Disputes Port. Let's see what is it. It is established under Societies Registration Act 1860. This is correct. It provides affordable and timely resolution of disputes in fair manner. This is also correct. So here again C is the right answer. And this consists members from Indian Port Association, Indian Private Ports and Terminal Association. This Sarod Ports will advise and assist in settlement of disputes through arbitration in maritime sectors, and it will assist in settlement of disputes of all disputes related to ports, shipping sector in major port trusts, non-major ports including private ports, jetties, terminals and harbors. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Bradykinin storm. Again very important question. Bradykinin is a compound that is related to pain sensation and lowering blood pressure in the human body. This statement is correct. Actually it is a compound which is generated in body and it is related to pain sensation and it lowers the blood pressure. An increase in number of bradykinin leads to bradykinin storm. So this statement is also correct. So here both of the statements are correct. C is the right answer. And bradykinin storm causes blood vessels to expand, becomes leaky. It leads to swelling of surrounding tissues, and the level of substance called as hyaluronic acid also increases. So what happens when bradykinin and hyaluronic acid increases in the body? See, when the number of molecules of this acid and bradykinin increases, it results into jello-like substance that prevents oxygen uptake and carbon dioxide in the lungs of severely affected COVID-19 patients, and this can make even ventilation futile. So recently doctors has analyzed a sample of patients with COVID-19 infection that has shown phenomenon called as bradykinin storm. Next question now. Recently, who has been appointed as chairperson of National School of Drama? So it is Paresh Rawal who has been appointed as the chairman of National School of Drama for 4 years of tenure. And this post was vacant from 2017 when Ratan Tiyam's tenure ended. And National School of Drama is a theatre training institute. It is situated at New Delhi. It was set up by Sangeet Natak Academy as one of its constituent units in 1959. In 1975, it became independent entity and it was registered as an autonomous organization under Societies Registration Act of 1860, and it is fully financed by Ministry of Culture. And if you have not liked the video yet, do like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Next question now. Which state topped in category X ranking of states on support to startup ecosystems? So it has been topped by Gujarat. So here C is the right answer. And this is the second edition of rankings of states on support to a startup ecosystem were released by Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, which comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. In this second edition, 22 states and 3 union territories participated. In this second edition, there are 2 categories of states. The first category is category Y and the second is category X. And categories has been divided to establish uniformity and ensure a standardization in the ranking process of states and UTs. So in category Y, all union territories are included except for Delhi, and all states of Northeast are included in category Y except for Assam. So remember that in category Y, all UTs except for Delhi and all northeastern state except for Assam are included, while in category X, all other states and union territory of Delhi are included. So in category X, Gujarat has topped the list, followed by Karnataka and then followed by Kerala. In category X, Uttar Pradesh and Tamil Nadu has occupied the lowest position, while in category Y, Andaman and Nicobar Islands was the best performer and Sikkim secured the bottom place in category Y, and Gujarat had also secured the best performer position in last edition as well. Next question now. Who has been appointed by UNESCO as its celebrity advocate for promoting and supporting its work around ending violence against children? So it is Ayushman Khurrana who has been appointed by UNESCO as its celebrity advocate for promoting and supporting its work to end violence against children. Now let's see some more points in news. For the first time since the end of Cold War in 1990, the whole of Germany resonated with sound of emergency siren as an emergency test. It was just a test to train people from that how they will react to the emergency siren. And 10th of September will now be observed as National Warning Day or Warn Tag across the country. Next point now. An American commercial cargo, a spacecraft bound for International Space Station, has been named after fallen NASA astronaut Kalpana Chawla, who was the first Indian-born woman to enter space for her key contributions to human spaceflight. Kalpana Chawla, in November 1996, was assigned as mission specialist on STS-87 aboard the Space Shuttle Columbia, and as thus she became the first woman of Indian descent to fly in space. Thereafter, Chawla's second spaceflight was in 2001 when she was selected for the crew of STS-107, but this mission proved to be unfortunate and she lost her life during this mission when a Space Shuttle Columbia disintegrated upon re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. Next point now. India and China have agreed on 5 points plan to disengage troops and reduce tensions along with LAC. These 5 points include both sides should take guidance from Wuhan and Mahabalipuram summits, in which the two leaders, Prime Minister Modi and President of China Xi Jinping, met on developing India-China relations. Next point is about border troops to continue their dialogue. And the third point was the two sides shall abide by the all existing agreements and protocols on India-China boundary affairs and to avoid any action that could escalate matters. The fourth point was continuing communications through a special representative mechanism. This special representative mechanism for border redressal was created in 2003 and working to conclude new confidence building measures. But the challenge still remains, as the separate explanatory comments have came from both sides, which reveals the challenges ahead. India insists that objective of the talks is to restore the status quo and the However, there is no explicit Chinese comments to that goal. India says that whatever LSE was considered before this conflict, that must be restored to its position. However, China remains silent on this position, and China says that China wants to separate the border conflict from rest of the relationship. However, India says that two are inextricably interlinked. So I hope you find the video useful. Do like and do share the video. Subscribe and press the bell icon. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.